Hey polished friends! I've got some Holo Taco butterfly nail art for you. Keep watching. I'll show you. I couldn't decide between the 3 Holo Taco Unicorn Skins, so I just used all 3, going one finger, next finger, next finger. I should have used all 3 on every finger. That would have looked so much better. Oh well, live and learn. If you're a freehand person, then obviously freehand art is your game, but I'm more of a stamper. Freehand art makes me nervous, so I bought the Mystic Woods stamping plate from Maniology. The number on it is M127. Use my code ALWAYS10 for 10% off your Maniology purchases. I decided on a white background for my butterfly because when I was thinking of these nails, I just always envisioned them or kept envisioning them with a white background for some reason. So I just went with that. But I do think these would look really gorgeous with an orange background, like a light orange, or even an orange gradient like a monarch butterfly. Oh, and I forgot to tell you I switched hands. I'm painting my right hand. So I'm painting with my left non-dominant hand right now because I broke almost every nail on my left hand. More about that in the description box below. Next, I'm going to put a layer of top coat because I'm going to sponge on the Holo Taco Unicorn Skins, and I don't want it to, the sponge to mess up my white base color. And with the base color, it's okay if the cuticle area isn't perfect because we're going to stamp, or if you freehand, you're going to kind of freehand over that with black polish. So it's okay if it's not perfect. If you're not familiar with this technique, I'm going to be swiping on my polish to the sponge and then dabbing it onto my fingernail so that the flakies are the only part of the polish that end up on my nail, and the actual polish that the base coat that the flakies are in stay absorbed in the sponge, because if you just polish your nails to get buildup of the flakies over and over and over again, you're going to end up with Polish Mountain, and that's not what we're going for. The polish will never dry. If you stamp over it, it will just smush and just be a hot mess. So this technique allows you to have that kind of opaque unicorn skin, and you can do this with glitter also if you weren't aware of that. Now I know it seems like I have to do a lot of swipes and this is a lot of work. It's not really like that. This is Aurora, and when I bought the Holo Taco Unicorn Skin collection, I bought the entire collection, and right out of the get-go, I dropped Aurora and it bounced, and the top was open. I had opened it already, and half of it spilled out on my floor. It was beautiful because I have a tile floor, and there was sheen and unicorn skin all over my tile. It was gorgeous, but half of it was gone. So I thinned it out with nail polish thinner to kind of fill it back up. So that particular Aurora is kind of thin, and I'm trying to use it up. My husband is so sweet. He immediately told me to buy another one, so I have a full one. So I did. So I have a full one. I have a good quality one. I'm just waiting to use up the bad one. So yeah, that's my life. You'll see with the other 2 unicorn skins that it does not take this long. I wanted to get a little bit of the corner, so I just dabbed and concentrated on that one little area. I took a really long time on this one finger. It took a quarter of the time for the other 4 fingers. In between each finger, I do put a layer of top coat, and I didn't use my Maniology sticky base coat and I really should have. It would have helped because sometimes they take a little bit longer to stamp. This is Solar, and as you'll see, it's swiped on just normal. That took 2 seconds. So this is going to go a lot faster now. But I think you've got the hang of this, so let's speed it up. I end up using the same makeup wedge for the entire hand because I don't have any issues with it drying out. If you've ever done a colored gradient before, you know what I'm talking about. And here I am again applying a top coat. For my ring finger, I apply Cosmic any day. There it is. And yeah, that was a really cool shift. And this polish applies very quickly as well. But we still have a lot of design to get to, so I'll speed it up. And here's a layer of top coat for my ring finger. For my index finger, I went back to Solar. To be honest, my Aurora just took too long and I didn't want to mess with that again. And I pile it on kind of thick here, trying to get it done a little bit faster. There's no negative effects, but I do have to go back in for a second try. I seal it with a top coat, and I'm ready to move on. Sorry this is a little out of frame, but it looks a lot like a monarch butterfly, I think, if I know my butterflies correctly. And that's straight up black from Maniology. I'm not sure why, but I was really nervous when I went to place these. I think I was just thinking about this mani for so long. I just had it kind of perfect in my head. So I just wanted it to come out really good. So this happened while I was stamping to my inexpensive paper, but I'll just move it over here off camera, and it's like it never even happened. Voila! Alright, now that I'm in frame, I'm ready to do my ring finger, and I actually don't end up liking this design, but you'll see. So sometimes this happens when I'm stamping. I'm like trying to place it perfect, and yeah, I accidentally touch the stamper to my nail before I'm ready. But if that happens, don't panic. You can do what I'm about to do and just try to line it up as best you can. So that's what I do here, and I kind of do an okay job, but I don't know. The design's cool. Maybe if I hadn't messed it up. I'm not discouraged. This mani is still gonna look amazing. After my ring nail debacle, I think this nail came out really well. I love the image, and I don't know, it came out super cute. Last up is my index nail. I saw a moth that was black and white with a similar pattern like this outside my house the other day, and I was like, oh, I can't wait to get my stamping plate. It's funny what makes us think of nail art. Because of that moth, I used this part of the image. I added Maniology's smudge-free top coat, and here's my finished look. The Holo Taco Unicorn Skins really shift in the natural light. They give this black and white mani a subtle sheen. Here's what it looks like on my left hand, with all my little nubs. Fortunately, my nails grow quickly, so I should be back to using my left hand for nail art pretty soon. Though this mani has a lot of steps, it only took me an hour. I think that's time well spent to achieve this look. What do you think? I enjoy connecting with you guys, so find me on Instagram @AlwaysPolishLife. Help me grow by liking, sharing, and subscribing. And I'll see you next time.